All right. Hello, everyone. This reading is going to be for Aries. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. So, let's see what we have here for Aries. Let's see what the cards have for us here. So, I usually will do a Ascension tree deck, which I really love. I also will start with a animal spirit deck, just to get a kind of general message or feel for the reading. And then I move on to a couple other decks I have here. So for our first card, let's see what Spirit has to say. The energy has been cleared. All right, Spirit, what message do we have for Aries, please? What message is here for Aries? Okay. Thank you. We have the Sea Otter. Happiness. That's a fun card. It says, be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves, and your good destiny of love is sure. Okay? All right, so let's see here. Actually, I'm going to use this deck real quick. This is the Ascension Tree deck. I usually like to pull like 3 cards from this just to get a kind of feel of what we've got going on. What message do we have for Aries today, please? Ooh, hello. All right, so 3 cards popped up right here. Perfect. Love that. All right, so we have reflection. We have awareness. And we have universe. Okay, so I'm just going to read out of this little book here real quick what the artist has. So for awareness, she has consciousness, self-discovery, realization, expand your awareness, tune in. What are you creating? How are you growing? And what is your attention on? Okay, then we have reflection and universe. So let's see, reflection here, she has mirror image. Mirroring behaviors or actions reflected back to you. What is being reflected to me? What is it showing me? Okay, and then we have universe. So for universe, let's see what she's got here. Universe, all-encompassing, all that is, beyond space and time, greater than our imaginations. How do I view the universe? What meaning does this card hold for me? Okay, so universe, awareness, and reflection. All right. What is this universe card? What does Aries need to know? What is this? Whoa, hello. There's too many. Okay. We've got the Two of Voices. All right. So the universe is, to me, I'm getting a vibe of indecision, or that you need to make a decision. And whatever this decision is that you're making is going to lead you to your chosen path of passions and creativity. But you got to get out of your head and listen to the signs that the universe is sending you. All right, let's see what this one. Hello, awareness. We've got the Knight of Materials. All right. So the universe wants you to be aware. Make this decision, and it's going to lead you. What do we have pop out here? The Queen of Inspiration. That's kind of what I was getting at. So reflect on the messages that the universe is sending you. Make a decision, because this decision that you make is going to lead you to this wealth and passion that you've been working towards in your life. Follow your passions. Right. Just get some clarification using our regular Rider-Waite deck. And then we'll move on to the shadow message, woodland oracle, and then I have a tarot for questions. And then we'll close it out with a love message. Sometimes I like to pull the book out. I usually do things intuitively, but sometimes the message that comes through in the book is exactly what you need to hear, you know? So I just read the book as I feel I should. So let's see, universe and the Two of Voices. Any clarification here for this, please? What message do you have for Aries? Two of Voices. Oh, hello. We've got the Four of Pentacles. So it seems like you're holding on to some habit, some difficult choice. Sorry, my dog. Okay, so the universe is trying to get you to make a decision and to stop holding on to what you're used to and to try something new. Be aware of the signs that the universe is sending, because it's going to directly lead you right into what makes you happy, your passions, what's going to make you money. Okay, let's see what we had pop out here. The Nine of Wands. Okay. So just because I'm getting here, just because you have tried things before and maybe it didn't work out, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be this way. You have to take your failures as lessons too, and just gather information that'll lead you to your right path of where you want to be. Nothing is ever done to you, it's done for you, whether it's good or bad. Let's get some clarification here on this Queen of Inspiration with the reflection card. Okay, all right. So we've got the Ten of Wands and the Sun that both popped out together. There you go. So, and that's right after this Nine of Wands here. So this is going to be a very positive, a very positive ending. Something's going to come to a close and you're going to find your inspiration again, your sun, what your passion is, what you're passionate about. And it's all going to be very good. It's going to be a positive experience. So just follow the signs that the universe is giving to you. Reflect on what you've learned and what you know, and just be aware that exactly what you're wanting to come to you is coming your way. And don't forget the message of the sea otter, happiness. Okay? So be the master of playful living. You know, release expectations, enjoy each day, let worry go, and let this fire energy come in. And let's close out that cycle and bring in the new, the exciting, the passion. Let's see what we have from our Woodland Oracle here. This is the one I like to look in the book. Hello. Oh, that's cute. All right, so we got the otter again. That's two otters today. The otter and the cattail, peace. Okay, so that one is peace. And then the vulture also came out, and that is upheaval. So let's take a look in the little book here of what she says. It's still a new deck. That's why I still use the book, because she puts a question in there, and I like the questions that she enters in here to get you thinking. So for the otter, for peace, the otter glides through the water with grace and fluidity. A beautiful sight to behold, the otter's playful swim brings calm and joy to those who witness it. The cattail is a symbol of peace and prosperity. It can be used for a variety of domestic purposes, also basket weaving and bedding to home insulation. It's also a nourishing food. So you're entering a time of peace and tranquility. Enjoy it and let yourself relax fully. And that's kind of what I was getting from this card, along with this Queen of Inspiration. Just look how happy she looks. She looks very calm, at peace, tranquil. She's got the sun shining behind her, the creativity flowing through her. And it says, do I allow myself peace when it finds me? Okay, and am I struggling needlessly against a strong current? So let's see what it has for this vulture here for upheaval. All right, so for vulture, we have the vulture and asphodel, indicates an unforeseen upheaval leading to grief, mourning, or regret. That could be this card here. But it plays an important role in our ecosystem. Its consumption of the decaying flesh of animals prevents the spread of disease. Relatedly, the Greek myth Asphodel, I keep saying that wrong, was said to grow in the underworld, and to the Victorians it sent the tragic message, "My regrets follow you to the grave." Often, what follows upheaval looks like ruin, and it's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. The vulture in Asphodel reminds us that there is value in what's been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, lest you harbor regret. So upright, this card is that a trauma has occurred, and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before attempting to move on. So that really goes in here with this 9 and 10 of wands here. I'm really getting that vibe from here, like what I said earlier. Just because you've tried it before and it didn't work out doesn't mean that it's not going to, because things happen for you, not against you. Cleanse your wounds carefully before attempting to move on. How do I experience grief, and how do I redefine myself after upheaval? And I think that is a good question to ask yourself. How do I define myself after upheaval? We have the sun here that came out at the end, and that really tells me that, like, no matter what you're going through and grieving right now, whatever decisions you need to make, it's gonna lead you, it's gonna lead you to this fiery passion, okay? As an Aries, as a fire sign, that's what you need to live passionately, to have that fire burning under you. Don't let things that have happened to you dim out that flame, okay? Now, this is a deck that asks you a question, and I'm going to pull two of these. We'll see what comes out, okay? So let's pull 2 questions here. What questions does Aries need to ask themselves? What questions does Aries need to ask themselves? Oh, right away, just 2 cards. There we go. Okay, so all right, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles here. See how she's building? What areas of your life require you to create? So that kind of goes in with this inspiration in these 2 cards here of redoing something, or taking what you've learned and using that to do something different. Okay, and then this is my favorite card of the deck. It is the 9 of Pentacles. This is just like goals for me. But it says, what situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization? Okay, and that kind of goes in with this Queen of Inspiration here. You know, what makes you feel good? What situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization, and what areas of your life requires you to create? So follow the fun, create things based off of what you enjoy. Do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy writing? Do you enjoy painting? Do you enjoy hooping, fire breathing? All right, so this is like a shadow mirror deck. It kind of just prompts you on things that you need to maybe face about yourself or work on. So let's see here. Let's see what message we have for Aries for their shadow self. Aries shadow self. What message do you have for Aries today? Woo! All right. Perfect. Peaceful among thorns. And it's the number 26, which breaks down to the number 8, which is the number of wealth and money exchange and abundance. Kind of goes with this nine of Pentacles here, as well as that 8 of Pentacles, and then this Queen of Inspiration and the Knight of Materials. Okay. Peaceful among the thorns. So the vibe I'm getting from this is, despite what's going on around you, despite what you're overthinking, the universe wants you to remain as a calm in the storm. Okay, let's see what the book says here. Peaceful among thorns. For the stage, it is a card of acceptance. It says, the spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. I like that. Visual seed. A futuristic monk, his skin crossed by small circuitry, meditates in the lotus position, an 8-pointed star inscribed with a circle at his back, like thorns piercing the air. and a green lotus aura envelopes his body. Coexistence of the material and the spiritual is the human way to enlightenment. Okay, so that's kind of what we've been discussing here. Not only do you have to take action and create, but you also need to connect with your higher self, the universe, be aware, make a decision, and start working on your passions, what it is that's bringing you happiness, okay? It says going dark, so this basically explains like the shadow side of things here. We talk too much about spiritual stuff, spiritual that, spiritual this. Not that the spiritual side isn't important, especially in an age where everything seems reduced to a materialistic drive. But aren't we going too much up to the other side? I have a money problem, go spiritual. I have a health problem, go spiritual. I have a love problem. Think of true love and go spiritual. I want to have sex, go spiritual. If we were truly able to solve problems like this, what is spiritual would have been sold in grocery stores. Sometimes to solve money problems, you need money. And to solve love problems, you need to fuck. Ooh, okay. You need to, yeah, okay. Strange but true. Getting spiritual is not what solves our problems. It is what gives depth to our solutions. It makes them meaningful. And that's exactly what I was talking about with this 9 and 10 of wands here. The things that happen to us don't always solve our problems, but it gives us depth to our solutions. It happens for us, not to us. And it makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean, but sometimes we are not ready to make it our center, and therefore it is perfectly fine if we do not. Okay, so let's see. And then I always like to draw from this heart deck here. It's Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Usually in relation to love and relationships and things like that in your life, but sometimes I can take the message towards a different aspect of life too. All right, let's see, what message do you have for Aries here today, please? Okay, and the number 11, detach. Okay, this is a beautiful card to see here because we've got peace and upheaval. So there's going to be some changes, some things to grieve in your life, some change, some upheaval. You need to let go, stop holding on so tightly to these things, and detach, okay? Because when you detach, that's where you find enlightenment. That's where you find clarity. When you detach from a desired outcome, when you detach from something that you want so badly, it'll come to you so easily. Okay, and now I'm getting, let's see, this is my moon manifestation deck, and I'm just getting called to draw one from here based on what we're discussing. So let's see, moon manifestation deck. What message do you have for Aries today, please? What message for Aries? All right, we had 2 cards pop out, and one of them is Aries, last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. And that's kind of what I get from her too. Work through your feelings, okay? And then we've got full moon in Leo. Go wild. And I love that for you. All right, so go wild and work through your feelings, Aries. Because when you do, happiness follows. You've got happiness, happiness, happiness. I mean, the queen of inspiration, she's living her best life. Look how happy and just tranquil and peaceful she looks. Okay? So that's all I have for you today. And all right. Have a good week.